What makes Roy Finch so successful as a returner is that he doesn't spend a lot of time dancing. He's buried coffin corner here. Look how quickly he gets north-south. There's one move, but as soon as he sees an opportunity to turn up, he...
That's known as a head fake. It's a movement of the head designed to trick your opponent into thinking you're going in one direction, but you're not. Some years back, I watched a video that's been perhaps one of the most powerful videos I've watched.
It's wonderful to be here. What Enduro didn't tell you is that this lecture series used to be called The Last Lecture. If you had one last lecture to give before you died, what would it be?
And I learned about a similar type of head fake. And this is Randy's definition. The best way to teach somebody something is to have them think they're learning something else. It's one of the reasons why we sign up our kids in sports at an early age. It isn't so much so that they can become professional athletes, but more so that they can learn at an early age about discipline, hard work, accomplishments, and defeats. And that's also the reason why I've decided to race as much as possible this season. Not because I see a future in professional racing, but more so because it makes me uncomfortable. We all know that comfort, it's the enemy of progress. I don't have a room full of childhood trophies because I never competed as a kid. But here's the thing, right? It's never too late. And so over the past 7 years, I've participated in a number of events. I ran 2 marathons, and perhaps one of my favorite events has been Tough Mudder. That was awesome. And exactly 2 years ago, I completed my first enduro race. It was just about 1.5 years after I'd fallen in love with a more aggressive type of mountain biking, which is enduro. And that's why I've decided to make this video. Not because I'm an expert. In fact, this is going to be my second race. But more so because I want to be able to provide some helpful advice for anyone considering to race for the first time. Because I was there 2 years ago. So here are 4 things you can expect from your first enduro race. Number 1, expect lots of climbing. Enduro racing requires you to pedal back up the hill several times. Some enduro races will consist of 3 to 5 stages. That means 3 to 5 climbs back up. Transfer stage climbs are neutralized, meaning they don't count towards your overall time. However, you do have to make it back up to every stage starting line by a certain time. So it's more to keep the race on schedule. The second thing you can expect is a whole lot of waiting. My first race 2 years ago, I kid you not, I pedaled back up to the top as fast as I could because I didn't want to miss that cutoff time, only to find me waiting for what seemed like 30 to 45 minutes to drop in. With so many people participating in so many different categories, riders drop in a specific order with 30 seconds in between each rider. With this in mind, it's a good idea to conserve your energy in between stages and replenish accordingly. Number 3, expect to be nervous. That goes without saying, right? But personally, what I'm planning is to constantly remind myself to stay relaxed. The more tense we are, the more energy we expend, which means the more opportunity for mistakes. To help with this, avoid riding blind.
This is another section here, so you go straight here. Cut right. That's one you got to remember.
Yeah, it's not bad as long as you remember to stay right.
Exactly.
Look to do some pre-riding. And as tempting as it may be to race down, take your time, get to know the track, and as you come across those challenging segments, session them.
Okay, you gotta do it once more. There you go. There you go.
Find the best line. The more familiar you are with the tracks, the better you're gonna be on race day.
If you're coming here, all you see is straight ahead, right? Well, you don't want to go straight ahead. You want to go left. So it looks pretty, it looks gnarly, yes. If you go straight, see how it's almost like a dead end right there? Then you gotta brake left and then a quick right.
Which brings me to point number 4. Expect to have a blast, a great time. Even with all my rookie mistakes 2 years ago, I had a blast. The countdown, the whistle, the crowds. But I think the best, most rewarding was when all was said and done, seeing my name on the final race results. So hopefully by now, you're getting a little bit excited about racing. And if you decide to race, the first thing you'll need to do is obviously register. Which brings me to point number 5, race categories. Although I can't tell you which category to register under, the most important thing to remember is this. The lower the number, the most proficient and experienced a rider is. And to help you out, as a point of reference, I'm racing in the man sport category. And 2 years ago, when I raced for my very first time, I also raced in the sport category. I landed dead smack in the middle, placing 20 out of 42 riders. My first race this season is in 1 week, January 27th, and I honestly can't wait for that day to come. Capture that experience and come on back here and share that with you. I hope that you enjoyed this video, that you found it useful, that somehow, some way, maybe kind of puts you at ease, gets you excited, gave you that nudge that you needed to sign up and race for your first time and have a blast doing so. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and for subscribing if you're new to the channel. I will see you back here in about a week and a half. Wish me luck. God bless.